Hey everybody, Lee here with the pull list for November 26, 2014, presented by Longbox Radio. I got 4 books this week. It's a little later, so it's a little more low-key. We have Batman Eternal. Last issue, we had Batman and Julia running around Gotham trying to destroy all the caches of weapons before Hush got to them and detonated them, etc., etc. In this issue, we seem to have the showdown of Batman and Hush leading into the next act of Batman Eternal, so check it out. Judge Dredd. Kind of an interesting cover here. Looks like a newspaper. Caught my eye when I saw it. This is issue number 25 of the IDW run of Judge Dredd. Good stuff. Going over to Marvel, we have New Avengers. Kind of a really cool looking cover there, to be completely honest. Not entirely sure what it means. But in 5 months, time runs out. Last issue, we had a caged Tony Stark. Kind of getting real angry with Natasha and Jessica Drew at the end there when they came to try to free him. I like the heel turn, as it were, of Tony Stark. I enjoy it. I think he can make a really cool villain. He's done some downright heinous things over the years, so it's neat. I like it. Anyways, New Avengers. And Spider-Man 2099, a book that I am definitely 5 issues behind on purpose. I'm going to read these all in one shebang, even though it's tying into Spider-Verse now, so it's going to make it a little dumb to do so. But in the last issue of Amazing Spider-Man, we had all the Spider teams breaking up, going into their respective books. Which I'm not crazy about. I like Spider-Man stuff to be really self-contained and Amazing Spider-Man, but I mean, this really is affecting the entire Spider universe, so you got what you got. So we have Miguel O'Hara, the multi-armed Spider-Man, and another Spider-Man I'm not too familiar with, hanging out there on the front, going where they're going. So, cool stuff. Spider-Verse, I think, has been pretty cool as far as all-encompassing Spider events go. We have Amazing Spider-Man Peter Parker set to square off against Superior Spider-Man from, like, a different ripple in time or something, who wants to take control of the mission to save themselves from Morgul and all the Spider Hunters, as it were. So that's it for the books this week. Real quickly at the end of this episode, I just want to talk about the Constantine show. This is a show that's on NBC, I believe, if anybody watches it on basic cable and doesn't watch it on the internet like a normal person. And I think the show is really, really good. I'm trying to turn as many people onto this as possible because there are rumors, of course, that NBC is cutting the season short, which is usually not a good sign, which usually means that something's going to be canceled in the interim. So I hope to God that doesn't happen. I've really enjoyed the show. The main gripe going into it was like, oh, well, it's on basic cable, how violent can they be, etc. So there's a whole thing where Constantine can't smoke cigarettes on camera, which is ridiculous. And then when you go and watch the show and you see how grotesque what they can show, like the bleeding corpses and just super violent, grotesque imagery and demons and stuff like that, all that's fine. But if you have a man light a cigarette, shame on you. I've really liked the show, especially the 4th episode with the Hunger Demon. I thought the end of that show was very poignant. That particular episode was very poignant and really won me over to the whole thing. I'm down. I want to see them go on and on with this. They just introduced Jim Corrigan in the last episode and alluded to the Spectre and stuff like that. I want to see them go all out. I want to see Alec Holland. I want to see Zatanna get brought into this thing. I want this show to keep going. Worst case scenario, it does get canned, and then Netflix or someone picks it up. But they're doing a whole deal with Marvel now with the Daredevil and the Luke Cage show and stuff. So I can't see that happening. So please God, watch Constantine, check it out. Let me know if you dig it. I've really enjoyed it. It's probably my favorite superhero show going now, which is now a genre of television show. So that and Arrow are going forward. My things. Flash is fine too. It's just more of the same. Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've dropped. I have no interest in that whatsoever. And Agent Carter, I couldn't be less interested in a property than that. So, anyways, that's a quick little TV review. Happy reading. There's a couple free digital codes. Spider-Man 2099 and New Avengers both have free digital codes that you can find at the end of this episode. We'll be back again next week with more comic books. Have a good week, and we'll see you then.